Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a little tired and a little bored, but we have a special YouTuber here today, Molten Freddy, as you guys know him.
What's up, guys?
So, we didn't really plan anything for this YouTube video, so I'm going to do research on my brother's phone, and we'll be back in a minute. So, we have been gone for about 10 minutes, and we have decided, since Christmas has already passed, to do a bad, creepy origins of Christmas, clearly. And what I have learned is that in the 1700s, carolers wouldn't just knock on the door like, people do now if they are caroling, and sing for you. They would break down doors and demand food and drink from the residents that lived in that house. And if y'all see me looking over here, I have the, And the Nutcracker, as most people have seen, is a beautiful ballet, but it's actually based on a pretty creepy story. So it's pretty creepy. Yes. And Christmas is often time for traditions, but most of the famous annual activities have unexpected and dark roots. And then the good king, I can't really pronounce it, is a popular Christmas carol about a kind king who helps a poor peasant in a snowstorm. But most people don't know that the inspiration for the song was a real person who died horribly. The person that the song is about was born in 907 AD, and after the death of his father, he was raised by his mother, who was the daughter of the pagan tribal chief. In September of 935 AD, he was murdered on his brother's orders, and he was stabbed repeatedly in front of a church.
That is cool, dude.
The carolers went door to door, maybe an innocent holiday diversion today, but it was once a controversial and potentially dangerous practice. In the 17th century, people would arrive at homes unannounced and demand to be given the residents' finest food and drinks. They would sometimes threaten violence and rape, destroy property, and sing songs with lyrics such as, "We're here to claim our right, and if you don't open up your door, we'll lay it flat upon the floor." In the 1700s, a minister railed against the observance of Christmas, and especially the practice of caroling. And he complained that caroling drove people to rioting, chambering, and fornication, which is pretty much the same as chambering. And now we're going to talk about the Nutcracker. It's a ballet based on the 1816 story, The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, by a German author, E.T.A. Hoffmann. And the original tale, a 17-year-old girl named Mary slices her arm open before being startled by a vision of her toy Nutcracker coming to life. As she recuperates her godfather, Drosselmeyer, tells her the tale of a man cursed with the ugliness of being a nutcracker by a heartless queen. Mary eventually declares that she would love the nutcracker, no matter his appearance. She is whisked away into the doll kingdom to marry him. The two are wed within a year of meeting, even though that would make Mary 8 years old at the time of her marriage. And the Yule logs used to be real wooden logs. They're sweet Christmas cakes, but they used to be actual logs that would be burned on the fire back in Europe's Iron Age. Many people would burn logs decorated with pine cones, holly, and ivy, according to the History Channel. And so far, going down the chimney is actually tied to dozens of scary supernatural legends. Santa isn't the only person or thing that comes down the chimney in urban legends. As it turns out, Santa isn't the only one who can creep into homes unnoticed via the chimney. There are countless European legends that tell stories, both helpful and malicious supernatural creatures sneaking into homes through chimneys. Scottish and English legends tell of the brownie, which is a helpful household spirit that enters and exists homes at night through the chimney. In the Middle Ages, witches were also thought to pass through homes by their chimneys. In Greece, goblins were called, I can't pronounce that, Calicantaro. I can't pronounce it. It's a very, very, very long name. Were known to crawl into homes through the chimney and terrorize families within... Sorry, I can't read that. I really can't read that. In the 19th century, Pennsylvania, Pelsnickel or Belsnickel slipped down chimneys and rewarded good children with oranges and punished naughty ones with a whip. Which, hopefully he didn't hit the kids with that. Mistletoe used to pardon criminals. Although we see it now as a plant meant to be kissed under mistletoe, has some darker origins. It was seen as a sign of friendship by the Druids, and because of that, it was banned by religious leaders in England. But later, in York Manchester Church in the UK, began to hold a special mistletoe service each winter. During that service, criminals from that town could come bring a sprig of mistletoe and be pardoned for their wrongdoings, according to Trip Savvy. But they would declare public and universal liberty, pardon, and freedom of all sorts of inferior and wicked people at the Minster gates. The gates of the city towards the four quarters of heaven. Today, you can still see the mistletoe at the altar. Some churches during the holidays. And apparently, a Charlie Brown Christmas was actually intended to be a feature-length Coca-Cola commercial. So, yes. But the Coca-Cola ads were edited out, and they said that the Coca-Cola commercial was dark and not meant for children. So, that is that, and we will be back in 10-15 minutes, and I'll just edit it out so it looks like I just skipped right through it, you know?
Okay, guys, so we skipped the whole 50 minutes and stuff, but hey, at least you guys made it to the end of the video! Now, bye! Also go subscribe to my channel, Molten Freddy. I try to post the best and stuff, but sometimes my thoughts. But hey, see you in the next video, if there is one.